Cynthia with AQUC Lighting and Brian.
Hello.
So I'm a little concerned about this one. We are doing Free Fixture Friday, by the way. So anyone who is going to be able to share this video publicly, you'll get a free fixture. What I'm a little concerned about is, Brian has a little devious side. He wants me to install this to show you. So let's see how that goes. We're gonna do an under cabinet lighting. So here we chose my office because I have all this light on this side of my desk. I have shades because it gets blistering hot, so I must do the shades. But if I am filing or doing any kind of documentation, that's over here. And this is completely hidden. There's no lighting here. So yes, under cabinet lights go in your kitchen. Of course, we don't want to cut off our little fingers. You have them in your garage, because when you have cabinetry over your workbench, you need the extra lighting because your back is blocking the light. So here we chose the office, and those are the reasons why. So now you have more ways of using it. I'm really procrastinating because I don't want him to teach me how to do this.
It's easy. It'll be easy.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
Okay, so we may not be back in your office for a long time. Can you show everybody where we're at? Can they get a quick view out the window here? This is Southern California. You guys are looking at Magic Mountain right there. So if you've ever been here, you'll know exactly where we're at. We may not be back in your office ever again, so probably
That's
a good
true.
idea showing that.
That's true.
All right.
I do get to see the coasters on a daily basis.
That's right. So back to work here. So this is her job right now today. So this is the 18-inch satin nickel AQUC. This is about 70 inches here that we have. So we decided to
this distance is what he's referring to.
Yeah. So what we decided was if we used 3 18-inch units, and then we'll just use a jumper in between them. So she's going to install the middle one because we have already installed the two on the ends. You guys will get a view of that a little bit later. So these don't have any power to them. It was literally just a matter of 2 screws, zip, done. So that's why they're already up there. But this is the one that has the power. So she's had romex.
They give me the hard one.
Yeah, she's had romex sticking out of her wall here for a while now, and is ready to go. So this thing has been ready to wire lighting up for a long time, and that's what we're going to do today. So let's. I'll give.
I like that you said we. We are going to do it today.
I'll give you like a hand here or
Thank
there.
you. Okay.
Yeah, here or there. Okay. So let's just kind of take a quick look at the AQUC here. First of all, this is the diffuser. This is a glass frosted diffuser, tempered. It does come off, so it's very easy.
And from a design perspective, what I like about the diffuser is I don't see the little imprint of the LED diodes on the base. The diffuser takes that away, so now it's a nice even glow. So from a design application, that's what you want. You don't want little dots dancing across your desk here.
Okay, so it's actually held closed by magnets. These are magnets right here.
Okay.
I use them all the time to put screws on it. When I'm taking these things apart, I'll take a magnet, stick the screw right on there. So anyways, to open it up, take this off, you just pull on one end is all I do. Bring it out to where the tab comes out through the opening, pull it off. So it's that easy. Let me show you while we have it off. If I need to get into the wiring compartment, I would remove this screw here and this screw. I'm sorry, if Cynthia needs to get into it, she'll remove these 2 screws.
Thank you.
Right. So let me put this back, because I want Cynthia to do this, not me. Okay. You'll also see that we have knockouts. Usually they're on the back side and on the front side here. They're usually every 4 to 5 inches on center, depending on the size of the fixture.
Is that to, what's the purpose?
That's going to be for wiring it.
Okay, so it depends on where your wires are in your location. That's what that is. Where
Exactly.
mine is in the center of this application, so we'll just go with the center one.
Yes.
Okay.
It's always.
So it gives them versatility. So you're not
if you're
locked in.
planning this, like if you're lucky, fortunate that you're either doing a remodel and you get to add the wire yourself, you're always going to try to get the romex in the center. Sometimes you just don't have that. Maybe you're doing a remodel, you're changing out your fluorescents. your wire's where it is.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
you get.
And you don't want to create a bigger project than you have to.
Right.
Okay, so you have versatility with this fixture,
Yes.
with the knockouts in various
Right.
locations.
So your office was easy, so you're lucky. So you don't have to cut any drywall.
That's good.
So okay, so let's.
Am I taking this glass off?
We'll do that.
Okay,
You know
not
what?
yet.
What
All
I
right.
also want to show you is you do not need to hardwire these. Every one does come with a 3-foot power cord that you can just plug in. So
All right. So if you have a plug available, then you could go that route too.
absolutely.
That's
So
nice.
you
So
can
you've
plug
got
it in.
another flexibility stand.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every fixture is going to come with a 12-inch jumper wire. It's going to come with one linker, one power cord, and one romex connector, which is somewhere around here.
I don't know if everybody knows what a jumper wire is. I mean, you're in the biz, so it's normal for you. But what this does is it connects one fixture to the next. And what if you have a cooktop or a range in the way? What if this desk, came down and you had to jump around it? You would hide this here and connect them that way. So that's what this is. It's connecting the power. So all the under cabinet lights that you use in your application come on and off and dim at the same way. So that gives you a really good look. And these come in different sizes because everybody's application has a different need. All right.
Yep.
I didn't know. I mean,
Very
it
simple.
sounds so easy when you say jumpers, but I'm like, I don't know what's a jumper.
That's it. That's all there is to it.
Oh.
We're hooking it up. I'm gonna pull it off right now though, so we can install it. The ends usually come with the little cover right here. We'll just
Okay,
keep
so
them
it's
off.
nice and clean.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
nice and clean. We're gonna keep them off because we don't need them for this middle one. I think we're ready to go.
I know.
Are you ready to do it?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll start with.
Taking off the glass.
What is the first thing you do when you do an install? The number one first thing you do?
Turn off the power.
Shut off.
Got
the
it
powers.
down.
Yeah,
Let's turn off the
power.
breaker. Turn off your switch. Get everything
Okay,
shut
this
down.
was far easier than I thought. I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm so worried, so scared about these things. All right, very easy. And then can I just do this? I just want to show everyone. So literally, did you see how easy that was? I mean, it was just a snap. And look at how easy I took it off. So it's not just because he's cool, even though he is very cool. It really is that easy.
Okay. So the next thing we need to do is get into the actual wires. So you need to take off.
Okay.
We are going through the middle, so we know
Okay.
we can take off this the back flap, the back door, anyways. So if you use a small Phillips screwdriver,
Okay.
go ahead and remove the screw.
That's because you're hardwiring it versus plugging it, correct?
That is right. If we were plugging this in, we'd already have it installed by now if we were plugging it in. So
Oh yeah, because you just have the two little screws. You hook it up and plug. Okay.
okay, let's
Easy.
not lose that screw. It'd be very important.
It's a little
Anywhere
baby.
you want.
I'm gonna
There you
put it
go.
right up there.
Okay.
And then
The
this
door
little door.
here.
Okay.
Okay. See that bad boy there. Okay. So there is the wiring compartment.
All right. Now, I don't know if you saw my other install, but I'm familiar now with Quick Connects, and they are this bright orange color. I don't know if they have different colors in them, but that's how I recognize this.
Mostly orange from what I see. I think I've seen
Some
some
with yellows,
other
but
colors.
it's different
Yeah.
size wire.
So, Quick
color
Connect means you don't need these, right?
That's right.
You don't need the wire nets. So it's just one additional easy step. Okay. See, I'm learning with you. We're all gonna learn together. Okay.
Okay. So we got to get into these wires, so we need to pull them out.
Okay.
This one already looks easy, may not be.
How many am I
show the
looking
camera?
for? Yeah,
Show the
how many am I
camera.
looking for here?
So this is your neutral. That's what we want. There's your common. That's
This
your
is
power.
the white, the black, and then the yellow. So that's the power one, right?
Right. You may need
Power's ground.
power.
The black one's power and the white one's the return neutral.
Yep. And now you get into
Okay.
your ground.
All right. That little guy needs a little help.
So I have a question here from Rosie. What if they're not sitting right there, easy to get to?
Exactly.
I know, that really would suck
So-
for you.
Don't don't just
I
pull
asked
on the
that
wires.
same question. I'm like, we could have to do that on here.
Do not just pull on the wires because you have wires that are connected to the driver that's in here. You also have wires that are connected to the ends. So if she can't get this out by just grabbing it with the needle nose, then we need to take it apart and get into the wiring compartment, which would be
just
this screw and this screw.
You know, I felt like I was doing surgery here. It was just this one little guy that was sort of tucked in another wire.
It was like a game of operation.
Okay.
You know.
But don't pull too hard, right? Because you were saying, like, what if you pull it out from the end?
Well, let's say these are hidden. If these wires were hidden, this is what you're going to see. So you can't just start tugging on these wires. You pull it out of the driver, you pull it out of the end. So if you can't see the wires that you need, just go ahead, pull off that screw, pull off this screw, flip it open, get your wires set up so that they're sticking out the back.
Okay,
So,
so
and
that's
then
still
close it up.
easy to find
Still
out.
very
I
I would
another-
be a little bit of a tugger, I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't say that, I'd be all like,
I have another
Right.
question
Pull it
they're
through.
asking, and I think you covered it. I think you did, but was wondering how many knockouts there are.
that's quite a bit.
So it depends on the size of the fixture. So your smaller ones are only going to have like one in the center and that's it. But the larger the fixture, you're going to have every 4 to 5 inches on center, both on the back of the fixture and the back edge of the fixture.
A lot of options. Okay.
So
All right.
actually, I'm going to pop out this knockout right here. Lots of times, just a quick. There we go.
Okay. So then you don't need that piece again. We just
No.
have the opening right there. Okay, so that's garbage.
Well,
All right.
that is garbage. Okay, so the next step that she's going to do is actually prepare the Romex wire to wire into this. So you can set
So
that
I can sit this down.
aside.
Pair the
I
Romex.
see the Romex connector is over there. This is
Okay.
a 3/8 Romex connector. You will receive one of these with every fixture.
It's usually in a little bag like that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, I don't know. Have you ever? I've never seen a Romex connector. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Oh, it's got this little nut on this end. So I take that off, I gather.
You gotta take
'cause you
that
Okay, so you have that. There, so you have 2 little screws.
Okay, so this is basically when we put that Romex into the fixture, we don't want it ever to get cut on this edge right here, and then that would short out your fixture
Okay.
or start a fire, and that'd be bad. Or we don't ever want it yanked out. So that's what this is for.
So that's
It's gonna
a
create
safety
safety.
safety
exactly.
measure. Okay.
So what you do is you go ahead, make sure you have this the right direction because you don't want to do it backwards. We'll be redoing it. So I do believe I have it correct. So just put
Yeah,
it
don't
through
go
there.
sabotaging
I
me.
know, I
We're
could
live
sabotage
here.
The whole thing.
All right. I put that on.
There you go.
Do I need to tighten it further or no?
A little snug. I think we have a pair of pliers here. Just make it snug. That's it.
Okay.
Good enough. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to feed the Romex through the back here.
Feed the Romex
Okay.
through the back. All right.
Now, the outside sheathing, what you want to do is feed the Romex through, so
Okay.
just a little bit of the outside sheathing will be sticking right here.
Okay.
Just a
So
little.
the sheathing is this this part, this coating.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to back off. You go ahead and start there, and
I'm
I'll
going
kind of
in.
talk you right here.
Okay. All right. Do this.
You know, let me pull this out here. That way.
All right. So I'm taking these 3 little guys. This is our the power.
Common, neutral,
Common, neutral.
and ground.
One of these days, I'm going to get that language down. Common, neutral,
there
and
you
ground.
go.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
now,
So I don't know if my head was in the way, but so you just want a little bit of
Yep.
this
Yep.
showing through. All right.
so before we
that thread was a piece of cake.
lock it down, because we need to tighten those the
These
two
guys
screws.
back here. Okay.
Before we do it, it looks like you have a 50-50 chance of having it correct, right? As far as which end is it going. So let's look
oh,
at our
like
fixture.
this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So let's look at our fixture. Okay, so
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't wanna
need the
do that.
whole. You have it right. You had a
Okay,
50-50 chance, so you have it right.
So
You're good
what
to go.
he's talking about is this part here. When it fits back into the fixture, you want to make sure when you tighten this down, it's the right size. Otherwise, you would just do this. You just flip it.
Exactly. But you
Yeah.
had it right.
Okay.
So you can take either the screwdriver or screw gun and tighten up
Oh, I
the
can do
little
this
screws.
bad, Doug?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's do that. Oh, okay. I like the guns. It's kind of fun. This is why you guys like these tools, man. This is the fun part for sure. All right, that feels
Okay,
tight.
you got it tight. You got it
And
snug?
that's just enough sheathing for you?
Yep,
Okay,
perfect. That looks
All
good.
right.
Okay, so I know that you're actually very fortunate here because you have a lot of wire that you can pull out of here. Sometimes you do have wire
okay.
buried behind your drywall that you
So-
can actually pull out.
Like that. Okay.
Exactly.
I didn't even know.
Okay, just remember you got to feed all that back in. So sometimes you're not that fortunate. If you're not that fortunate, you may be in a little awkward position for a while. You're
Okay.
lucky.
I'm lucky.
Okay, so you get to actually do your wiring right there on your desk.
All right, so we'll grommet back. All right. Oh, all right. I remember this now. Okay, so the white one's first,
Let's just to make it easy for ourselves. Let's flip this around.
and then I flip it. Okay, so I have to insert the white one through the back here. All right. Just I remember this from my previous install.
All right.
That
So
feels pretty tight.
what I'd like to know if
And then I do black next,
if
right?
there's any other women out there that think they can do this just as well, give Cynthia a thumbs up.
Give me a stinking wow. Give
Yeah,
me
I think the
something.
wow is in. Now,
We
Okay.
can do this.
All right. So she's just pushing in the wires
Yeah,
right now.
I'm just pushing it in.
They were probably stripped. What? You had about a half inch or so.
Yeah,
Half inch.
Not bad.
Push
So
them
these
in.
are tight now. Once you put it in the back, they're tight. They're not going anywhere. And this is power.
except your white one just came off.
Except my white one just came off,
Uh-oh.
so, you know. Hence the rookie install.
Push her in. Make sure you feel it.
Oh, I feel
You
a
should be able to
click.
feel it click.
There is
exactly.
a little bit of a click. All right.
And is there an actual order you should be following?
Well, you taught me actually white, black, and then power, right?
Why is he shaking?
You're
his
doing
head,
it-
Cynthia?
Darn it. Okay, hold on. Let's regroup. White, power, and then the black one.
You're yes and no.
All right, don't listen to me.
Green and yellow or bare copper would be ground. It's always first. Ground yourself so you don't go
gosh, darn
getting
it.
shot.
You guys all flunked with me. You could have helped me. Where's my commenters where you could have told me the answer? Wow, this is live.
So ground first.
I know. Where's my cheat sheet? Okay, now
Okay.
you guys all know ground first.
So now here's the deal. We gotta
Okay.
get all those wires back inside that fixture.
Okay,
So-
so you told me like the transformer's over here, so
Yes, it is.
you want me to feed it where this is the empty.
Right.
So the transformer's where the switch is.
Yes.
Um,
So everybody at home, keep in mind that the
Okay.
larger the fixture, the easier it is to do this. There's a lot more.
yeah, which is like common sense even on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
All right, this ought to be interesting. I'm really kind of upset at you all for not giving me a cheat sheet and filling me in on which one is first.
You don't always get them. It's the way it works.
And now they all know.
How's that going?
It's
That,
actually pretty easy.
not too bad.
No.
Good.
No, the little
Make
quick
sure-
connects give you leverage.
Now make sure you got enough room to get that romex connector in there, so you got to push them back, right? You might be able to push that the driver a little bit too, if you had to.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty cool here. I'm feeling like I got this going on. Okay, so
Are the holes lined up for the screw on your back plate that you put in?
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
I'm trying. I am trying to line them up.
Here, I'll give you a hand here.
How is that? Does that
Nope.
look good? No?
You should have given her a cheat sheet.
We told her twice, and then I tried to help her. Do you see the holes lining up? There's a hole there and a hole on the other side.
You just need to
You-
flip it around.
You need to turn your. There we go.
There it
Alright.
is.
Whatever, boys. Alright. Oh, well, that was a piece of cake.
That's it.
Alright.
Okay, let's put the screw back in that
Let's
plate.
do so these guys don't give me any more grief.
No more harassment.
Alright.
I'll give you that. Maybe.
Well, that's like a teeny little
It
one.
is. This might be magnetic. It might not be. I'll try this side.
Oh, this is where it comes in? Okay. A little easier.
This could have a little bit of magnet to it. Let's see.
Holy moly.
There you
Holy.
go. We're almost there. See, imagine how lucky you are because you get to do this right there on the bench. So you know, if you weren't so lucky, we might have just
Oh my
laid down on the
gosh,
counter.
That's right. I'd be all upside down. Okay, this was easy. This was easy, even though you saw my weakness when I did it wrong. Now you know if you do it wrong how easy it is. Turn it around.
You're good to go.
Just turn it around.
Okay.
All right.
So now let's push the romex back
okay.
into the wall.
Going back in. Going back in. Okay, it's really easy to do that too.
Should be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So did we showed the captive screws, right? I'm not sure if we did, but
I
here's
don't
the
know.
back side of them.
Yeah.
So these are the actual back side of the screws that she will be screwing up into the bottom of the cabinet.
I think it's
So-
called easy screw technology, correct?
Yeah, well, the whole thing is in that way, you just screw it right in once
So,
you're set here.
We have a mark under there. It's about 8 inches off of this fixture here. Are you guys seeing that? I don't know what you guys see on camera. Do you see the fixtures that are already installed? So
yeah.
so we have a mark that's about 8 inches over from this, and that'll pretty much get you centered, close enough for what we're doing here. And we're just basically gonna put your thumb between the fixture.
Oh,
and
that's
the,
right. The whole thumb measurement. Okay,
Right.
I see my marking. Gotta get my.
Now, if you need a hand, holler at me. I can always give you an extra hand. If not,
Let's see. Okay, so we're right there. Oh,
I would say go a little bit more.
wow.
Don't let go. You might not have gotten it all the way in.
Can totally feel the difference there. All right, well, you can tell when you hit wood. Let me tell you that one. All righty then. Okay, so you're saying more.
Probably just a little bit more, right?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go to the next one. We don't
We'll
want
check
to
it
fall
out.
off at any point.
Okay, I'm still doing the little thumb width apart. Okay, very cool.
Okay. It's an impact. Impacts will really torque it in there.
That's what this is called?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
impact. All right.
All right, that's awesome.
So this one is hardwired.
Yes. What about this guy?
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Sounds good.
So I have to length. Okay. All right, hold on. I haven't done it upside down before like this. Is this in?
You're really close. Just push them back all the way. They're not pushed back all the way. Push harder on your left hand. That's the one I think is. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, brother.
There you go.
Okay. Super easy. All right, got it.
So right now, the only one that has power to it is the middle. That's the only one that if we were to turn on the brake or turn on the switch, that one would
Okay.
turn on.
Right.
So we need to go ahead and install your
We
jumpers.
need these little guys.
Gotta get your
Now we
jumpers.
all know what jumpers are. So we all saw how easy it was, so I'm assuming this is going to be another, like, hop in and go. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think you guys that know how to do this really easy, we've been giving them way too much credit. Because this is amazing. I'm feeling a little empowered here. Not gonna lie, feeling a little empowered.
I was worried about that.
Wow. Okay, like, done. Let's take the other one. Might as well connect both sides. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh well. I mean, seriously, are you seeing that? This is like, I'll crack up if the lights don't go on. Everything is secure. Like
That'd be
these
bad.
are. everything is really secure. Okay.
What'd
Did
you
you-
do?
Oh, what happened? Is there a switch off? You guys are savage. I know you are. Okay, what about? Boom!
Oh no!
Here.
Hang on, we got.
Let me move the shades, because this is how my office is normally. Does this have a high-low?
You have a high, a low, and an off.
Okay.
So let's take a look. Did it all turn on?
Okay, this is all high now.
No,
All right. So can we leave it on?
We
so I
have
can
one
show
issue.
them?
We have one issue.
We have an issue?
You're gonna have
You
to
may not be
troubleshoot
plugged
that.
in properly.
What?
No.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
there it is.
There you go.
You just
Okay.
need to plug it in all the way.
Yeah.
All right.
You cannot be gentle. You must be rough when you do these things. All right, I can do that.
Now, are all yours on high?
Yeah, these are all high.
Why do we care about a high-low switch? That's a question, by the way.
No. Well, it all depends on what you need. That's off. This is low. I'm going to do it low. You care for your own light control. You know, some people are really light sensitive. And so for them, they wouldn't want it that bright. Others need intense task lighting, and that's what this is task lighting. So you would want it on high. So again, it really gives you the flexibility on what works for your application and for your, you know, own personal use.
In your office, you don't really care too much about the high-low switch because you have a dimmer hooked up. So you're gonna be able to dim it to whatever level you want. The people that
Which I love. You know, I'm all about controlling the light source because, like I said, in the wintertime, I don't get much light in here. In the summertime, I'm baking, and so I like the flexibility of being able to, you know, add more or dim it down if it's too intense.
Yep. But people that are using cords,
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that are definitely gonna want the high-low capability of it.
Okay.
So if they're just plugging it in, it's nice to be able to have that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to say, good job. I'll give you a thumbs up.
I'll give it. I was gonna do a high five. Oh, wow.
I gave her a thumbs up.
Okay, I guess we should talk about Free Fixture Friday. You know, if you're watching this, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it on a rebroadcast, if you publicly share it, you get to have one of these bad dogs. And we're sending you the 12-inch white.
12-inch white.
That'll go anywhere.
So about 10 minutes before we started filming, I think you asked me, do you have the free fixture? And I said, oh yeah, I have them right downstairs. I'm going to go get them. And I never did. So I'm going to show you a nickel. This is a nickel.
Yeah, because we have different finishes. We have white, we have nickel, we have bronze.
But pretend this is a 12-inch white,
There
and
you
that
go.
is what you will be getting. So extremely exciting. You will go ahead, we'll get you a 12-inch white AQUC with a power cord, so you don't have to hardwire. You may not have that capability, so you'll be able to pull it out of the package, plug it in, and light it up.
Okay.
You'll be good to go.
So they can do it either way. Their
Oh, absolutely.
Free Fixture Friday gets to go either way as far as hardwire or a plug-in. If you know your whites, this is a 2700 warm white. That's a Kelvin reading that this fixture comes in. So just in case, if you want to know the availability of size, these come in 8, 12, 18, which is what we used here, 24, and what was the last, 32?
32.
And what are the jumper sizes? Because that matters for you also. Not that you can't see this on the site, but
Yep.
just for your knowledge.
Your jumpers are 6, 12, 18, and 24. Gives you a wide variety. I think probably most common is 6 and 12.
Yeah.
That's the biggies. So
Now for this application, I selected nickel, but honestly, white would have worked. Bronze would have worked. You don't see it. These are so thin, you don't see them. So I know we have, some people get caught up in the color, but it's not really that relevant, even though we offer it. I could have used any one of them because it's not the light source that we care about. It's what the task it's completing and where it's illuminating. That's what we care about. So
another biggie. We've done this before, not necessarily install. We showed the fixture, but we installed it an inch from the light apron here. The light
Oh
rail.
yeah,
the
we
light
did the
rail.
thumb.
Yeah, we just did a thumb, but there's no wrong.
We're doing a
There's
lot
no
of
right or
thumbs
wrong.
up in this
Yeah.
one. There's a lot.
No right or wrong. Put it where you want. Some people
Yeah.
want it all the way to the back of their wall. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Some people want it all the way front. You want to put it in the middle, put it in the middle. Doesn't matter.
Right.
No right or wrong.
Okay.
I
think we did
got
it.
I think we got
Actually, I think I did it. Thanks, Coach. Free Fixture Friday. Share publicly this video, and you too will get one of these fixtures for free. We welcome you to enjoy it as much as we do.
All right, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you liked what Cynthia did today. See ya.